What if I told you that one of the most intelligent beings on this planet, docent, have a backbone, doesn't speak a language we understand, and lives silently beneath the ocean surface, yet can solve complex puzzles, escape sealed containers, remember individual humans, and adapt? Its behavior based on past experiences, this ISN. T is seen from a sci-fi movie or a conspiracy theory about alien life. This is happening right now on Earth, and the creature responsible is the octopus. For centuries, humans believed intelligence followed a familiar blueprint: a large centralized brain, a rigid skeleton, long lifespans, and social structures similar to our own. But the octopus completely shatters these assumptions, forcing scientists to rethink what intelligence truly is and how many forms it can take. At first glance, an octopus may look like a soft-bodied sea creature drifting through coral reefs, but beneath that alien appearance lies one of the most sophisticated biological systems ever discovered. A system so strange that some researchers half-jokingly describe octopuses as aliens that evolved on Earth. To understand why, we must first step back and challenge a deeply rooted belief that intelligence must resemble human intelligence to be valid. The octopus proves this belief wrong in almost every possible way, starting with its anatomy. An octopus has 3 hearts, not one, and each plays a critical role in keeping it alive in harsh underwater environments. 2 hearts pump blood to the gills where oxygen is absorbed, while the 3rd heart pumps oxygen-rich blood to the rest of the body. But here's the surprising part. When an octopus swims, that 3rd heart actually stops beating, making swimming exhausting and inefficient. Which is why octopuses prefer crawling along the ocean floor, using their arms with incredible precision and control. This alone shows how evolution shaped not just their bodies, but their behavior and intelligence, optimizing them for ambush hunting, camouflage, and stealth rather than speed. Even more astonishing is the color of their blood. It's blue, not red, because instead of iron-based hemoglobin like humans use, octopuses rely on copper-based hemocyanin, which binds oxygen more effectively in cold, low-oxygen conditions, giving them a massive survival advantage in deep or unpredictable waters where many other animals would struggle. But anatomy is only the surface-level mystery, because the true marvel of the octopus lies in how it thinks. Unlike humans, whose neurons are mostly centralized in the brain, over half of an octopus's neurons are distributed throughout its 8 arms, meaning each arm can sense, process information, make decisions independently, almost like having 8 semi-autonomous brains connected to a central command center. This decentralized nervous system allows an octopus to multitask in ways humans simply cannot. One arm can explore a crevice, another can manipulate an object, while another reacts defensively, all simultaneously without the central brain consciously directing every action. Experiments have shown that even when an arm is temporarily disconnected from the central brain, it can still perform complex movements and respond to stimuli, finding that fundamentally challenges our understanding of what a mind is and where consciousness resides. This unique neurological setup gives octopuses extraordinary problem-solving abilities. And scientists have repeatedly tested this through controlled experiments that read like magic tricks. Octopuses have been observed opening screw-top jars from the inside, navigating complex mazes, pulling levers to receive food rewards, and even learning through observation by watching other octopuses solve tasks first. In one particularly famous case, an octopus repeatedly escaped its tank at night, crawled across the laboratory floor, entered a neighboring tank, ate the fish inside, and returned to its own enclosure before morning, all without being detected until researchers noticed missing fish and followed the trail of evidence in act that demonstrates memory, planning, spatial awareness, and an understanding of cause and effect. These are not reflexes or instincts. These are cognitive processes that suggest awareness and intentional behavior. Even more fascinating is their ability to recognize individual humans. Studies and first-hand accounts from aquariums reveal that octopuses behave differently toward different caretakers, showing curiosity, friendliness, or even hostility based on previous interactions, meaning they are not only capable of memory, but of forming preferences and emotional responses. Some octopuses have been known to squirt water at specific people they dislike, while remaining calm around others, a behavior that implies judgment and personality rather than random reaction. To truly show how advanced octopus intelligence is, we need to look at tool use, a trait once believed to be exclusive to humans and a few highly intelligent animals like chimpanzees and crows. Certain octopus species have been observed collecting coconut shells or clam shells from the ocean floor and carrying them across long distances only to assemble them later as protective shelters, a behavior that requires foresight, planning for future use, and an understanding that an object can serve a purpose beyond its immediate environment. This moment marks a peak in our understanding of octopus cognition, because it demonstrates that intelligence does not require social learning or long lifespans to emerge, can arise purely from the pressure to survive in complex environments. And this leads to one of the most powerful realizations of all. Octopus intelligence evolved completely independently from vertebrate intelligence. Mammals, birds, reptiles, and fish all share a common evolutionary lineage, but octopuses branched off hundreds of millions of years ago, meaning their minds are the result of an entirely separate evolutionary experiment, a different solution to the same problem of survival that still produced learning, adaptability, curiosity, and awareness. This raises an unsettling and awe-inspiring question. If intelligence can evolve in such radically different forms on one planet, how many forms of intelligence might exist elsewhere in the universe, completely unrecognizable to us? Adding to the mystery is the fact that octopuses live relatively short lives, often just 1, 2, 3 years, yet within that brief time, they demonstrate rapid learning, complex behaviors, playfulness, and problem-solving abilities that many longer-living animals never show, suggesting that intelligence is not about longevity, but about neural efficiency and environmental pressure. Scientists have observed octopuses playing with objects purely for stimulation, such as repeatedly bouncing items or manipulating floating objects without any immediate reward. Behavior that strongly suggests curiosity and a desire to explore, rather than simple survival instinct. As researchers continue to study octopuses, they are beginning to question whether our human-centered definition of intelligence has blinded us to other forms of cognition all around us. The octopus, with its 3 hearts, blue blood, shape-shifting camouflage, and distributed mind, stands as living proof that nature does not follow a single blueprint for intelligence, and once you truly understand this, it becomes impossible to look at animals, or even ourselves, the same way again. The octopus is not just a fascinating sea creature. It is a reminder that intelligence is broader, stranger, and more diverse than we ever imagined, quietly evolving in the shadows of coral reefs while humans were still struggling to define their own place in the world. And if a creature so different from us can challenge everything we think we know about minds, awareness, and consciousness, imagine how many other truths are still hidden beneath the surface of our everyday reality, waiting to be discovered. If you want to keep uncovering the scientific facts that stretch your understanding of the universe and reveal how extraordinary our world truly is, follow now and stay curious, because the deeper you look, the more intelligent reality itself becomes.